That tune is by DJ Real. Welcome to Blabbermouth. I'm Red Scott.
And I'm Phil Griffiths. Thank you for watching Blabbermouth, where comics play games, talk shit, and go home with absolutely no prizes. We've got an inauguration night special. We're here at the Capitol, Red. This is amazing.
Yeah, we got fireworks. We got who's between us. This is the dumbest group of people I've ever seen in my life. I don't know. They're waving in masks. Could be absolutely anybody. Do you guys know how old Phil is today? It's Phil's birthday, by the way. That's the other reason for all of these. He is.
That's what fireworks are for. It's not
he
for
is 0. That's how old you turn on the dawn of a new era. He's just starting over, just looping back. He's no longer 123 years old. The numbers just don't go that high anymore. Shout out to everybody joining us in the chat. We've got the Bubba Master on time for once. You made it, buddy. You're here. You get to see this part of the show. You're going to be able to see people be introduced. You'll know what's going on. Good for you.
My mom is here. Hi, Mom. How's it going?
Bubba Master says, drinking spackling wine. There should be no wine that you're using to fill holes in the wall. I feel strongly about that. Yeah, we've got, I know we had EK Reset, Humanist, Queen of Blaze first up in the chat. That should be an award that we hand out. Max Eddy just subscribed. What's up, Max? We appreciate you. Thanks for that. If anybody else wants to subscribe, we'd appreciate that as well. Normally we mention it later, but if you subscribe, your vote counts 3 times a normal vote, and that is because you've paid us. That is the only reason. Jackie Kashian just got the chat to work. You know what? More importantly, we have a great lineup of comics. Let's introduce our contestants.
Yep, that's right. Our first comic joining us tonight, you may have seen on Conan O'Brien Show or know her from her 2 great podcasts, The Dork Forest and The Lori and Jackie Show. One of my favorite comics to watch. Please welcome Jackie Kashian.
Weird. It just happened. Okay. All I had to do was get the chat to work and I got introduced. Yay.
Okay.
Gentlemen, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Jackie. How you been?
I've been good. It's I don't know. It's a dumpster fire, and now we get to shovel out the fucking dumpster fire. Hey, there's going to be some swearing. How do you feel about that? Okay.
We're all for it.
It's Twitch, right? Yeah, I just can't show nipples or something. It's whatever. I'm in.
Cool. So my question for you tonight, Jackie, is being from Wisconsin and living in Minnesota all those years, what's the one thing you miss most now that you're out in California?
The sheer lack of people around, which means that I have vaccine envy. So I have 11 million neighbors. So I'm going to get the vaccine when a comedian should get the vaccine, which is late.
I think we're scheduled for 2025. I think.
Yeah, I'd like to go on the road again, but I don't want to knock over the olds to get there. So.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, Jackie. I really appreciate you being here tonight.
Thanks.
All right, our next comic's most recent stand-up album is Color. They performed on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert and appears in the Dress Up Gang on TBS. The first time I introduced him at the San Francisco Punchline, he asked me to just tell him I'm kind. Please welcome Kevin Camia.
Sounds like something I would say for sure.
All right, Kevin, being from California and now living in California, what's the one thing you miss most from being in California?
I'd probably have to say those great New York bagels.
They're so good. The water, man.
Yeah. It's so good. I miss in California the New York bagels because you can't get schmear like that anywhere else.
Nowhere.
California.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Kevin.
All right. Also here tonight, our resident comic of the week, one of our favorite Blabbermouth regulars, a hilarious comic, and the host of Drunkaturgy. Please welcome Alexandria Love.
One of your favorite regulars? Who's the other regular? I'm the only person that comes back to the show.
That's true. I guess you probably are. Sorry, the favorite.
I am your regular. Hi, everybody. I'm Alexandria Love.
So you're having a good day, Alex? You're all ready?
Oh, I'm great. And you know why I'm having a great day? It's because of Johnny Walker Double Black label. I had Double Black, because it's a special day today, guys. I had a white man buy this for me today, so I'm in a great place, and I'm ready for a fucking party.
Nice. I guess you kind of answered my question, because I said in your promo tonight, you said that you would try and do the show sober. So
I failed.
Successful are you? I guess we know where you're at.
Listen,
right?
I failed. I failed that at like noon. I was done.
No, I have a follow-up question. What like app is that where you have white dudes buy you Johnny Walker Double Black?
It is called white guilt, and it is so effective, but only every 4 years. It does not work after the first week of January. No, it was my best friend from high school who always feels really guilty about like having like Trump people on the outskirts of his life. So he's just like, you know what? Scotch for Alex. Thank you. I need that energy today.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's cool. Well, thanks for joining us, Alex.
Finally, a comic who's a writer and performer on Newsbroke was nominated for an Emmy for the Star Wars show, currently appears on the Frogcast and Good Mythical Morning. Matt Lieb, welcome.
Hey, happy to be here. This is a wonderful day, a day to remember forever. The day that I agreed to do Blabbermouth again.
That is the biggest thing that's happened. But if you had to compare the feeling of Trump not being president to a drug, what would it be?
I feel like you're baiting me to talk about my years-long heroin addiction.
Any drug.
Well, I mean, heroin. Heroin is good. I mean, I just heard the word drug and favorite, and I mean, I don't even think I heard the word favorite. I just heard you say drug, and I was like, oh, let's talk about heroin for a little bit. Well, it kind of feels like you're taking a warm bath in the blood of your fallen enemies, and it just makes you forget. So that's a drug to describe the last 4 years. But no, I'm clean. For anyone in the comments, for Red's mom, who is in the comments section, and Phil's mom, who is also... do you guys have the same mom?
Yes, we are brothers.
Oh, I see the resemblance.
That's why we're sitting so close together.
Yeah. No, I was going to say the hairline.
We're actually below the table. So
I mean, you say that, Kevin, but come on, look at me. What hairline do I have to speak of? I wish I had a bad hairline to talk shit about. That is way in the past. All right, thank you, Matt, for joining us.
Yeah.
We forgot to mention our special guest here, Red.
Oh,
yeah, he's just over,
just hanging out with his mittens, just watching the show, looking like begrudgingly is what I would say. Not too excited to be here.
Festivities to start or end, or maybe he just wants to get down to business. Maybe he's just here early for tomorrow or something.
I think he wants to go back home and take off his mittens. I don't think he's much for fireworks.
Or for Twitch comedy shows.
We should not have invited him. This was a poor decision on our part.
He would not enjoy it.
He looks like any of our parents in the front row of any of our shows.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you did 4 years at UC Santa Cruz for this?
Matt, how'd you know?
Also, that is what you do 4 years at UC Santa Cruz for. This is the goal for most of the people being there.
Okay?
Did you go to UC Santa Cruz?
I did. I was a Porter kid.
All right, we're not here for a banana slug reunion. Calm down.
You fucking nerd.
I know. I didn't get in. There was like everyone wanted Porter.
All right, that's enough blabbering. It's time for some mouth. Let's get into it.
Yep, our main game here is Punched Up, where comics write punchlines to joke setups provided by us. But before we can play that game, we need to give our comics some time to write those punchlines. So we'll play a warm-up game with two of the comics while the other two go into the Blabbermouth bubble to write their punchlines. So Jackie and Kevin, we're going to put you two in the bubble first to write your punchlines from the setups that have been provided to you by our writing staff of bored National Guard that are just standing around the empty streets of Washington, D.C. They have
Thank God.
a bunch of extra time on their hands. So. Jackie, here are your setups. You'll be adding punchlines to the following. Number one, high school for me was like the Marvel Universe, ellipses. Number two, I want to open a store that only sells bullhorns and call it ellipses. Number three, Egypt arrested a female chef after she served genitalia-shaped desserts at an exclusive women's club. Before you judge, ellipses. And finally, a Kentucky man went viral for clearing his snowy driveway with a flamethrower. I'll eventually stop having a stroke and get that out. But however, upon closer inspection, ellipses. So this is going to be your first time in the bubble, Jackie. Are you nervous? Are you ready for this? Do those things seem like good setups to you?
Those seem like good adjectives for what I might be. Yes. No, I'm. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if anything. I'm ready to go under the bubble at the very least and use every second you're willing to give me.
Okay.
All right, Kevin, you will be writing punchlines for the following setups. One.
Hold on. Am I supposed to write these down now?
No, sir. We're going to send them to you.
I already messed up. Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. Number one,
Okay,
I call I call my bedroom the Bay Area because ellipses. Number 2, have you ever tried Kevin Harting? That's when you ellipses. Number 3, a woman was left with chemical burns in her mouth after confusing fireworks for candy. The good news is ellipses. And finally, Oscar Mayer is hiring hot doggers to drive their Wienermobile. As a result, ellipses.
Hey.
How do you feel about this, Kevin?
I feel good. I don't know what. Okay. It doesn't matter. I have questions, but we'll figure that out.
All right.
No, this will be fun.
You will find these setups in your Facebook Messenger if you are curious.
All right.
All right, cool. All right, so now into the bubble they go. They have at least 5 minutes to write some punchlines for those setups as oxygen slowly leaks from the bubble. While we play Wrong Answers Only, where I have found pictures on the internet, and I'm going to ask Matt and Alexandria questions, and they will answer with wrong answers only. Like starting off with Matt.
What's up?
The image in front of you, who is this man painting?
It is someone who the DNC hired to pretend as if they appeal to the black community when instead they appeal to corporate interests. Is this a comedy show or is this like a TED Talk?
Either way, as long as people are into it, you can talk about whatever you want.
Fair enough.
He looks like Joe Biden. Like he looks like Voldemort is wearing a Joe Biden mask. Like,
yeah,
something about his face seems too flat.
Yeah, I hadn't considered it, but when you think about the QAnon theory that Joe Biden is actually a face-off Trump, this looks like what that would look like.
Yeah, very much so. Just pasty face right on there. I do like the idea of thinking that this is the legendary Corn Pop. That Corn Pop is drawing him to look a little bit like Trump just to fuck with him. He gave up his life as a gangster who hangs out at public pools and decided to dedicate his life to painting shitty portraits of presidents.
And he's doing well.
No, yeah, he's doing great.
All right, Alexandria, what is the name of this mural? Staying on the artwork theme.
This is the all-woman Blue Man Group cover group. This is the Teal Girl group, and they have needles, just for fun. They're not going to do anything with them. They're just going to wave it around, and they're all kind of dressed like Princess Leia for some reason.
Is that how you describe Princess Leia's outfit? In sort of a teal jumper?
I have seen The Last Jedi, and that is it.
So the only Princess Leia you know is one that dies in the middle of it for no reason.
She dies? Oh, I don't think I saw that one. Thank you for the spoiler, though, Matt.
I was thinking of the...
No, you answer this one now.
the Last Jedi. All right.
All right, Matt. What is the name of this sport, and how is it played?
The name of this sport this is actually, I know this is a Nordic sport called suicide by death. This is where you dive into a very, very cold lake. You do a belly flop right onto the ice, and then you let Mother Nature kind of take its course as you slowly drown and freeze at the same time. It's called Tubensports. That's what it's called. Everyone knows that.
Do they make your family watch? Is that who those two people are?
No, those are just people who happen by it who are just like, oh, another goddamn suicide fucking game. These guys, when will they ever learn they die at the end of it?
Yeah, everyone is the finals. It's always the finals.
It's always the...
They are all drunk. That's how you can tell it's Nordic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Alexandria, what is this man selling?
My worst nightmare. Oh my God. He is selling there's fucking 5 Kamalas and 5 Joes. This is the future that they think the liberals want, but we really do not want.
Imagine 5 Joe Biden clones that just kick into gear every time one dies, the other one comes back. And he's like,
you cut off one head, 2 more take his place.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
no season 4 Westworld spoilers. All right, Matt, what is this product called, and what does it do?
What is this product called? All right,
Yeah.
now I have to go full screen because I can't tell. Oh, God, this is. This is called a 420 blaze it machine. This is what you do is you just go into any kind of open space or dorm room, and you just smoke everyone out just to get everyone high. I don't know,
You
dude.
have to do this at UC Santa Cruz for it to work?
Yeah, this is part of this is, you don't get a degree. This is the same thing as a dissertation. So you have to take a hit off of one of these 420 blaze it steamrollers in order to graduate.
This guy has a PhD. Yeah. Top tier UCSC.
Why is it gold?
Yeah, he leveled up.
Cool colors.
He got all the other camos.
Because he won. Because you get a gold one when you win. Everyone knows that.
He got the highest.
All right, Alexandria, who is this photographer, and what are they taking a picture of?
First of all, this is a very sweet kitty that is posing for her Me Only fans.
I'm so upset with that. That was so good.
Listen, I'm upset too. We're all upset. We're going to get through this together. It's been a rough 4 years. Listen, I never look this good when I'm taking pictures of my pussy, so I'm really impressed with this.
All right, I'm not going to ask for any more details on that. That's pretty perfect. Finally, Matt, who is this and what is he doing?
This picture is famous. It's called Putin on a Schwitz. And it is something that Vladimir Putin does. He sings the song Putting on the Ritz while he's taking a Schwitz. He likes to do it. He enjoys the pun. I realized after me only fans that this would be a pun off, so no, I had to do it.
That's my favorite joke anyone's ever said on this show.
Putting on the Schwitz.
Putting on a Schwitz. I mean, it's not factually correct, but for a second it works.
All right, we're going to pull Kevin and Jackie out of the bubble. So, Kevin, that was your first time in the bubble. How did you feel about your time? How do you feel about your punchlines?
I feel good in the bubble. A little hard to listen to you guys while I write. But I tried my best.
That's all anybody can ask.
I'm taking this very seriously.
All right, Jackie, how did you feel about your time in the bubble?
I muted everybody and came in on meowly. It was the greatest joke that I've heard in 1,000 years. Off to the penitentiary, pun to life. I love it. Use a pun, go to prison.
All right, we're gonna get the setups for Matt and Alexandria, and then send them into the bubble.
Send me to bubble.
So, Alex, you're going to be adding punchlines to the following setups. Number 1.
So this was completely random. You didn't pick this catchphrase for me. You didn't pick this one for me at all.
Oh, mine was picked for me.
This is bullshit.
It's bullshit.
No, go ahead.
I mean, they're National Guard. They're very bored. They came up with whatever they were feeling at the time, I guess.
Whatever.
But so your first setup is my nickname is the Mermaid because ellipses. Number 2, why are they called shots and not ellipses? Number 3, Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle exploded in a UK woman's home, which is strange because. And finally, a kangaroo was born at the New York Zoo with all white fur due to a rare mutation. Scientists are calling it ellipses. So, Alexandra, you're an old pro at this game. How do you feel about these setups?
You know what? We're going to see. I hope that you guys never have me back on the show. We're going to see.
Not a chance. Okay.
All right, Matt, here are your setups. You will be adding punchlines to the following. Number 1, I'm so dumb, I thought an inauguration was ellipses. 2, my mom said the best thing about Bernie Sanders is ellipses. 3, a limousine waited outside a Texas prison for the Tiger King, but Trump didn't pardon him. Some say it's just as well, ellipses. And finally, the Michelin Guide was awarded one of its coveted stars to a French vegan restaurant for the first time. The last time they won something, ellipses. How do you feel about those, Matt?
All of my jokes would be bad.
All right,
So I'm stoked.
Setting expectations low. Clearly, you have learned something from the Biden administration. All right, let's send them into the bubble where they will have 5 minutes to write their punchlines as oxygen slowly disappears. As we play Explain This. And Explain This, I have scoured the social media of Jackie and Kevin and found things that demand explanation or extrapolation. So first up, Kevin.
Oh.
At Kevin Camia on Twitter. I'm hoping with everyone wearing masks, people will realize how beautiful my eyes are.
Oh, that was sweet. That was
Kevin.
April 8th. Come on, April 8th.
So early. Kevin, have you seen any other benefits to wearing masks?
I'm actually, I like not getting COVID.
Ooh, I like that one.
I like that. And I like Nancy Pelosi's masks. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. And
Strong takes. Didn't expect this to be where we were going at this point in the evening.
Well, there's so many different kinds of masks now. Like I have literally, I believe, 13 masks.
Yes.
And I'm storing them on different doorknobs. So that when someone answers the door, I can put a different mask on. Like they've come to see my new mask.
Yeah, no, I think I'd bought 80 cloth masks before I realized that the disposable masks are much better and more comfortable than anything the reusable people are making.
But I do think that they can be pretty.
Yeah, they can. That's true. All right, Jackie Kashian, I went to your Instagram. This is your first ever Instagram post from November 19th, 2013. It appears to be the back seat of a plane, and it seems to be some sort of movie or TV show on USA starring Richard Belzer with the comment, hashtag, is this sexting? So my question to you, Jackie, is this sexting?
Wow. That is definitely sexting. That is by definition, literally the sexiest thing I've ever seen. And the back of a chair, that's how you should really see all film and television. I remember when I saw the thing that somebody was mad about that he put it on Netflix and then he was sad people were watching it on their phone. That guy. Remember that guy? He wasn't Martin Scorsese. He was somebody else. I can't remember. I'm in the part of show business that doesn't know anybody. Go.
Glad we got an answer to that. Phil and I were having an argument. Is this a United or Delta flight? Do you have a guess?
I know exactly what it is. I wouldn't fly United if they paid me. Delta.
Yeah.
All right, I won that bet. Excellent.
Well played.
All right, at Kevin Camia on Twitter. If I had a time machine, I'd probably sell it on Craigslist to pay rent.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin,
That's a good one.
You get
what inspired this story?
It's just pretty much about making bad mistakes. People actually replied back and were like, what? If you had a time machine, you can go back and, yeah, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, it's a bad mistake. It's a dumb move, and you just sell it because you need that $1,000 for rent.
If you had a time machine, you'd go 1K on Craigslist.
Yeah.
You get that quick sale. You got to get a quick sale.
Yeah.
I once sold my Cal Ripken rookie card my brother gave me when I was a kid for $50 for one. I'm still mad. I'm still mad.
No, yeah. One of the biggest rifts in my family is my oldest uncle left for college, and the younger brother sold all of his baseball cards for gas money.
That'll burn for decades.
Yeah, no, it certainly has. So yeah, that one will hurt. All right, so Jackie Kashian back on Twitter. I'm just going to read this text. So this is how to make your husband a sultan belly dance. Here's something that's just weird from my childhood. My stepmom used to belly dance to this album. There's more to that story, and weirdly less. Do you have a short version of that story, Jackie?
My stepmother belly danced, and this was the album that for some reason she belly danced to every Saturday morning. She was in a belly dancing group, and she once belly danced at my high school where my sister and I at something called very racially sensitive called Persian Days. Anyway, so it was like Persian Market Days. That's what it was. And it was all the different sort of ethnicities would have different booths. And remember, I'm from Wisconsin.
Right.
So it was both Germans and Norwegians, and then also some Irish and a little bit more Germans. And then we were the Armenians. We were the people of color. And there's all kinds of trouble there. Anyway, so but she did the dancing, and that was the album. And sometimes I just put it on to laugh so hard I cry. Because it is. You ever have that sound memory of something painful, and you're like, Jesus, this was terrible.
This is clearly before the Midwest heard about Sharia law.
Yeah, not an issue in the Armenian church. Women weren't allowed on the altar.
Fair enough. All right. I think this is going to be our last one just because of time. At Kevin Camia on Twitter. I wonder if the NBA knows that their uniforms are Filipino pajamas.
Yay.
I just know it's fun to say, but Kevin, what do you mean by this?
Oh, that's definitely an inside. I think you gotta know. Oh yeah, you know, Phil. There's something about basketball shorts. I think a lot of people wear basketball shorts to bed. I don't know, but definitely Filipinos, that is their go-to pajama, like full on Lakers top and bottom.
We're animals.
Got a full kit. You got to have the full kit to go to bed. That's how it works.
All right. You know what? I just want to. We had this one queued up, so I'm going to show it, even though we're out of time. This is Jackie Kashian.
Dressed as an elf, ready to fight.
A fighting elf. Do you normally have costumes for Christmas?
My husband is a bigger dork than I am. So internalize that. And so he keeps buying us Christmas outfits that we wear at Halloween because he thinks it's the scariest thing to answer the door. And so we answered the door in those outfits. And didn't you ever see Prep and Landing? Come on.
All right, we're going to pull, let's see, Matt and Alexandria out of the bubble. Matt,
So,
you seem very, very focused. How did you feel about your punchlines?
oh, they're all bad.
You came through.
Should I say more?
No.
Some of them are. No, they're all bad. But it's a fun game. It doesn't matter win or lose. I have pulled pork in a crock pot after this.
Ooh.
Alexandria, how do you feel about your punchlines? You are muted still, but it does look like you're flirting with me across the room.
I said I feel wonderful because I'm an excellent joke writer.
Excellent.
I entered the bubble just like the NBA players entered their bubble. I didn't get COVID, but I did get someone pregnant. So I'm really excited to bring my talents to South Beach. Let's do this.
Productive time. Well done. All right. All four comics have written their punchlines. So let's see who's got the best ones as we play Punched Up. Each comic has written 4 punchlines to the Blabbermouth writing staff's awful setups. And now they'll go head to head. And you, the audience, will vote for who has the best joke. First up, we're going to have... Oh, sorry.
Also, our writing staff here at Blabbermouth hold the comedic catchphrases in very high regard. So to honor the classic catchphrases such as "you might be a redneck" or "hamburger," our staff has given each of you a quarter-pointed catchphrase of your very own. So we ask the comics to lean in on these and perform them to their fullest after saying their punchlines.
Oh boy. What fun.
All right, our first matchup in round 1 is going to be Alexandria versus Kevin. So, Alexandria, what is your nickname?
Oh, this is great. My nickname is the Mermaid because I have crabs. I'm empty. Pass the scotch. Yay!
That was a very personalized catchphrase.
I know.
They knew a lot.
Oh, I thought that was part of the. I thought that was part of it.
No, that's a catchphrase. You leave.
I thought that was just a natural catchphrase coming from you.
It should be now.
All right, Kevin, what do you call your bedroom?
Oh, okay. I'm going to need some help on this one. I'm going to pause, and you guys going to already know where it's going because I've been not on stage, and I just have these super hacky tendencies right now. But I call my bedroom the Bay Area because, just like an earthquake, when I have sex with my girlfriend, I ask her, did you feel it? Come on, guys. Come on.
Aw.
You were really waiting. Okay.
You made us wait for it. I like that.
Yeah. I thought
You thought we'd all catch that one, huh?
Yes,
You're quicker
yes.
than us, Cass.
Okay.
Did you have your catchphrase there, Kev? Did you see that?
Oh shoot, Thirsty Kev coming on
He
strong.
loses points for that.
Alexandria, I'm gonna win. I want to win. Can I win?
All right, so now,
I always like to win.
There you go.
now those punchlines will be voted on by you, our live audience here on Twitch. If you're logged in and watching us, you can vote for this matchup. So if you're logged in, all you have to do is type in 1 or 2 into the chat for whichever comedian you think deserves your vote. Number 1 for Alexandria's. They call me the Mermaid because, or 2 for Kevin's. I call my bedroom the Bay Area because. 1 for Alexandria, 2 for Kevin. Get your votes in now.
The music.
46.2%.
Yeah.
The music is by DJ
Wow.
Real. That's a DJ Real original.
Neither of your moms have ever voted for me. You guys know that, right?
No, they voted for you several
Evil.
times.
Evil. You guys are telling them not to vote for me.
No.
This is nepotism.
I love that it'd be nepotism. They don't win anything if you lose.
I just voted for you, Alexandra.
Thank you, Jackie. Jesus Christ.
I'll vote.
We can all just vote.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. By the way, a reminder.
Yes, I fucked it up and I made it 50-50. That was on me.
If you have a subscription, your votes count 3-1. And also, feel free, comics, if you want to ask people for votes, if you want to have people dead people can vote. We don't care. We're like Chicago in the 50s. More corruption, the better. All right.
Richard Daley. Vote under Richard Daley's name.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about what I said, and I'm sorry about the joke I have about your son later on.
All right, 57.1%. Alexandria, congratulations. You pulled that one out. You did it.
Go me.
All right, so next up, we've got Matt versus Jackie. So, Matt, how dumb are you?
I forgot. That's the big. At first, I thought you wanted me to seriously answer that question. I was like, actually, I'm kind of smart. I graduated from UC Santa Cruz while on heroin the whole time. So, all right. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I thought an inauguration wasn't going to happen because we stormed the Capitol. I have a pun one. I thought an inauguration was when you urinated eggnog. You better recognize.
You better recognize. What are you doing, Matt?
That's the catchphrase. I was told to do the catchphrase. I guess I should stick with the one joke. That's fair.
No, I enjoyed both of those. You can do as many as you want, buddy.
All right.
All right, Jackie.
3 more. I'm kidding.
Jackie, what was high school like?
Don't forget to vote for Matt.
Jackie, what was high school like for you?
High school for me was like the Marvel Universe in the fact that I want Brian Michael Bendis to retcon me a boyfriend.
I know who that is.
Could have been worse. Could be worse, don't you know? That's my catchphrase. Could be worse, don't you know?
All right, so now get your votes in. 1 for Matt And is I'm So Dumb I Thought Inauguration Was, or 2 for Jackie's High School
100%.
Marvel Universe.
I follow him on Twitter, and I'm trying to remember why that is, because I don't follow any Marvel people on Twitter.
Well, because he's writing DC now. He's ruining Superman. Oh,
Yes.
out loud? What just happened?
Is he going to ruin Superman or make it better?
Already happened. It's already happened.
Oh, it already happened?
Look in the
he's
review mirror.
Here's the thing about Brian Michael Bendis. He's an amazing dialogue guy, but I don't know if you saw the original Avengers movie. If he had written it, the entire movie would have taken place in the shawarma business.
Yeah.
Where he told us what cool things happened.
I love when they do, when all dialogue is just exposition. That's my favorite.
I like to see the pows and bangs.
Yeah.
Comic books.
My favorite thing is, they say in filmmaking, tell, don't show.
I like the Dragon Ball Z where they both hang in the sky and growl at each other.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
I don't watch a lot of comic book movies, but I do love in Forrest Gump when they're on the bench. That's the best part. I hate when they go to any of the backstory.
Yeah, no, that's the worst part is when it's just stop showing me what happened. Just let him tell the story in a long 2-hour speech to multiple people.
I feel like Forrest and that nice old lady had a great relationship.
Yeah.
Goddess Bagel says, I only watch the Criterion channel. That's where any of it should be. All right, we're coming down
That's
to a
your fan base.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. 5 seconds left. 1 for Matt, 2 for Jackie. Get your votes in.
I'm gonna lose.
I should probably vote for myself, right?
Too late. All right, Jackie did win though without voting for herself. What a flex!
Wow.
What a flex! Incredible. Well done, Jackie. 61.1%.
This is bullshit.
Have an ice cube, Matt.
I hate it. I'm gonna chew on it into the microphone. You're all to be punished.
Well, you're up, Matt. So Kevin versus Matt. So Kevin, tell me about Kevin Harding.
You guys know Kevin Harding, right? Have you ever tried Kevin Harding? That's when you put her on the bed, stand on telephone books, and yell into her vagina.
Oh, that's a good joke.
You know that one? He's yelling. He's always yelling, right? That's the whole thing.
Is
All
there
right,
an
Matt.
echo?
It's not the best, but
I like it.
Matt, what did your mom say the best thing is about Bernie Sanders?
My mom said the best thing about Bernie Sanders is when they have sex, he insists on simultaneous orgasms because not me, us. That's what I wrote. You better recognize.
oh snap!
All right.
It's not racist, but it feels racist every time you say that. I don't like I don't like it.
So vote now. 1 for Kevin's. Have you ever tried Kevin Harding? Or 2 for Matt's. My mom said the best thing about Bernie is. Bernie's even hidden back there. Can't even see him.
No, you can see his feet.
Oh yeah, his feet are
They're
there.
just sticking right out behind.
Nobody is voting.
No, I mean, yeah, not for this one. You saw what they had to go for.
My dad
Ooh.
is actually pretty similar.
To Bernie.
Yeah, except for their politics are a little bit different. Although not now, not anymore. My dad,
Wait,
my
how
dad
did
became
they?
a socialist.
How did they used to be different?
No way.
My dad used to be a libertarian. And then
That's happened a lot where libertarians are now like Bernie dudes.
it's very strange because like he is my whole life he indoctrinated me to hate socialism, and then and now he's like, well, I think everyone should have health care, and
Ooh,
I'm just like-
empathy. What
No,
happened?
nobody's
know.
talking.
Wow.
Nobody's talking about the
Radicalized him.
Ron Paul to Bernie Sanders pipeline that happened.
I know,
in the
but I
2000s.
I think it does exist. Yeah.
My dad got the Pfizer first vaccine today, and I was so psyched because he's 83.
Oh, wow.
And he said, I got the Pfizer one because they invented Viagra.
So you know it works.
And I said,
Bob Dole built 20 years of trust.
That was a mistake. And he goes, I guess I get a happy mistake. And then we both paused, and I said, let's not ever discuss hard-ons, Dad. And he goes,
All right.
I think
Getting
everyone's
down-
done voting.
Getting down to it. 5 seconds left.
All
1
right.
for Kevin, 2 for Matt. Oh.
Even me voting for myself didn't do it.
All right. Well, the song ended, so I guess that's over.
no.
63% for Kevin. Well done. Kevin, pulling that one out. And the final head-to-head match of the first round, this is going to be Jackie versus Alexandria. So first up, Jackie. Tell me about this store you went to, Jackie.
I want to open a store that only sells bullhorns and call it, "Is this Screech?" That's all I got. It'd be worse, don't you know?
All right, Alexandria.
Hey.
Tell me about shots.
I was thinking about this. Like, why, for me personally, why are they called shots and not Whiskeys PCs? I'm empty past the scotch.
Whiskeys, PCs.
It's pretty good.
No one laughed, and yet I know it was good. You know it was good because we went to UC Santa Cruz. We're smart.
We're smart.
But everybody else.
Yeah. Y'all can't even do heroin and get a degree at the same time.
That is true.
I'm voting for myself. Watch me do it. Getting in early on the vote for yourself train.
I respect it.
I'm not gonna vote for myself because I did not earn it.
We're doing that? I'm so sorry.
No.
I should also vote for you.
Yeah, feel free to vote for Alexandria because it will only count your first vote. So you can just show face by just typing 2 in there. Don't worry about it.
Nice work, Twitch, on that algorithm.
I know. You guys have a well-oiled machine here. It's impressive.
The Bubba Master says his vote is worth 3 times because he's a subscriber. He asked for Jackie and Alex to sell you on his vote.
No thanks.
I had a bullhorn joke. Do whatever you need to do.
I made a joke about candy, and it was adorable.
Wow, there was.
All right, it's coming down to it, guys.
50-50.
We have a tie right now. So vote 1 for Jackie, 2 for Alexandria. We've got about 5 seconds left. 5,
What if
4,
oh my god, I
3,
voted for myself.
2.
That'll bring you over.
Oh no! No!
I saw it go over and I was like,
God
nah.
damn it.
All right.
I want this to be 50-50.
All right, that is a tie. We have an absolute tie. We're going to split the points between Jackie
I
and
like when
Alexandria.
everybody wins.
Good luck with the math, Phil. This is
Everybody
apparently
wins.
not America.
Matt's
We just
dad
have draws.
is very happy for all of us.
Exactly. My socialist dad is glad that you guys all got each according to your needs.
Is this socialism? Because I don't like it.
All right. So that brings us to the end of the first round, which means we need to know where we stand. Where do we stand, Phil?
Yeah, so we stand where, Matt kept telling us how smart he was, and
When?
it's earlier, but it turns out you're also not funny because you have 0 points. So
See, I thought this game wasn't supposed to hurt.
taking a real beating here.
Is this because I did the joke about your hairline? Fuck you, dude.
Payback's a bitch. That'll be a 0 the whole time. But, then in third place is Kevin with 1 point, and then rounding out the leading the game each with 1.5 points, thanks to the tie, Alex and Jackie. So they're killing it.
Hey.
Great.
Well done.
Fine.
If I win, do I get half of Jackie's podcast? Does it become the Alex and Lori podcast? Is that how it works?
Tagging out right now. And you're
Can't wait.
All right. Now it's time for a round that we like to call round 2. That's the round we do from this side of the screen. Otherwise, it's pretty much identical to the previous round. We're going to start off with Kevin and Jackie as our first head-to-head, and we are going to be doing monologue jokes this round. So first off, Kevin, tell me about this woman.
Oh. Yeah. Did you hear?
I'm not going any further.
Oh, yeah. A woman has left with chemical burns in her mouth after confusing fireworks for candy. The good news is it's an honest mistake. Once I lit Once I lit a bunch of blow pops on the 4th of July, and I've been banned from that chevron ever since. Hey, get out of here. That's long. That's a really long monologue.
To be fair, it was a monologue joke, so you did a monologue.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Throw it to the band, Kevin.
The roots, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Jackie, tell me about this female chef.
Egypt arrested a female chef after she served genitalia-shaped desserts at an exclusive women's club. Before you judge, the chef was Georgia O'Keeffe's granddaughter. Huh? Could be worse, don't you know? Some people say I shouldn't play Louisiana. I think I could.
All right, now you get to vote in the chat. 1 for Kevin's, a woman who's left with chemical burns in her mouth after confusing fireworks for candy. Or 2 for Jackie's, Egypt arrested female chef after she served genitalia-shaped desserts. 1 for Kevin, 2 for Jackie. Get your votes in.
Can I just tell you that I was the fan in the stands for a AAA baseball or A ball, whatever. It was the St. Paul Saints. And I was their fan in the stands, and they fired me after 3 games. And I always assumed, because I didn't know what it was, but what I have to say is that I always assumed it was political somehow. Well, it turns out I was watching the tapes a year or so later. It turns out I don't know anything about baseball, and I literally made everything a classical literature reference. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. You're trying to watch baseball.
You're telling me that minor league baseball fans?
Yeah. They didn't want to hear my weird East German judge joke or whatever. This was back in the 12th century, so it was actually...
Yeah, I feel like that was just pop entertainment at the time.
Ooh, Kevin.
All right, this is a close one. We're coming down to it. 1 for Kevin, 2 for Jackie. Get your votes in. Ooh. All right. And, all right.
Oh, I'm really trying to get this to 50-50.
All right, Jackie, pulled that one out, 55%. Well done.
I think the story did it.
I think the story might have done it. And remember, as long as people are still voting, whatever you can do to increase your vote count, feel free to do it. I made that sound way grosser than I meant it to, but
yes, you did.
Then you just talk to people too. That's always fine. All right, next up, Matt versus Alexandria. Matt, tell me about this Tiger King story.
Oh boy, well, I tell you, you heard about this Tiger King fella? He sure is relevant. A limousine waited outside a Texas prison for the Tiger King, but Trump didn't pardon him. Some say it's just as well because, Trump said, if any disgusting, tacky reality TV star from Florida is getting a pardon, it's me. You better recognize.
I love the deliberate pacing on that joke. It was fun.
Was it?
It was. I enjoyed it.
It happened.
Good.
It felt like the comedy version of the Baton Death March. All right, next up. Alexandria, tell me about Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle. How's that going?
I'm so glad you asked me, Red. You know that this is what my thesis was about. Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle exploded in a UK women's home, which is strange because I thought I was the only one with bomb pussy. Hey, I'm empty past the scotch, motherfuckers.
All right, so now in the chat you get to vote. 1 for Matt and his limousine waited outside for Texas prison for Tiger King, or 2 for Alexandria's Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle exploded in a UK woman's home.
Listen, I think my parents should vote for Alexandria, but I've also seen my mom hear the phrase bomb pussy before, so I think it's an uphill climb is all I'm going to say.
Wow. Tom, you keep voting against me. I know all the people in this chat, and all these people are not my friends anymore.
I think I had somebody who's only heard me on a podcast before but never seen me in person say I've never seen that voice come out of Red's mouth before. Yeah, sorry, this is what I look like. Terrible. This is...
You look great.
Too late, Tom. Too late. Damage is done.
1 for Matt, 2 for Alexandria. Well, we got a few new people in here. Welcome, Cindy CL. Welcome, Mount Whitey.
For those of you who are new in here, just if you want money, type 1 into the chat.
Yes.
BX1.
60 points, Matt. So I just voted for you.
There we go. Dude, I'll take pity.
All right, we're getting down to it. Get your votes in. This one's close.
This is
Oh, we're at
I hate
50.
this
Hell
game.
yeah. Keep it
hate this
50%.
No.
Everybody wins. 50%. Everyone stop voting now.
In Kamala Harris's America, how dare you?
All right. If we, I'm gonna hit finish if the music ends, but you can still vote. 1 for Matt, 2 for Alexandria.
Oh,
Break
you
the tie.
Thank you.
Boom!
Fucked up. It's fucked up.
Alexandria, well done.
Oh, man.
52.2%. No more voting happening. Pulling it out in the end. No socialism. This isn't soccer. No draws. This is how we play this game. Winners and losers.
Yeah,
well done,
eat the
Alexandria.
rich motherfuckers.
All right, next up, we've got Jackie versus Matt. So, Jackie, apologies.
Oh, God.
Tell me about a Kentucky man.
Well, there's a Kentucky man went viral for clearing his snowy driveway with a flamethrower. However, upon closer inspection, I veered way off of writing a punchline because Kentucky has enough snow to have a flamethrower. And where did he buy the flamethrower? And I want to see this video. And there's absolutely nothing wrong. That was why the internet was invented, was for a Kentucky man to blow dry his driveway with a flamethrower. And could have been worse, don't you know? Could have been.
All right, if somebody in the chat has a link to that YouTube video, please post it so everybody can see what's being
That's
talked
insane. What is that?
about. All right, Matt, you had a story about the Michelin Guide?
I sure did, Red. Oh, boy. The Michelin Guide has awarded one of its coveted stars to a French vegan restaurant for the first time. The last time they won something, it was an Oscar for best acting like real fucking food. You better recognize. It's a solid joke, you pieces
I like
of
it.
shit.
I like it. All right, thanks. God Eats Bagels in the chat.
it.
Well, first of all, vote 1 for Jackie, 2 for Matt. And once you are done with that, you can glance at the YouTube video posted in the chat by God Eats Bagels.
I should have eaten the pulled pork before I went on the show, so that I wouldn't be sitting here being like, "Come on, guys, pulled pork. Let's get these punchlines out."
How far down that bottle you?
Usually I'm further down. I'm trying to beat my record from Monday.
It's Wednesday.
What?
You said you're trying to beat your record for Monday. It's Wednesday.
That's what you think.
Oh shit! You better recognize.
Oh man. All right, 1 for Jackie, 2 for Matt. Get the votes out in the chat. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. That is where we ended up.
Red the Rapper.
No, nobody wants that. Except for Macklemore. He wants somebody to take some of the heat. All right, this is a close one. 5 seconds. And boom. Jackie pulled that one out. 52.9%. Well done, Jackie.
Surprise! I spent thousands on this setup for streaming. And I should have spent it on UCB classes.
Yeah, just think. I've been doing stand-up for 35 years, and I'm also sitting here. Who really wins, Matt?
I know that was a joke, but I really needed that today, Jackie. Thank you.
All right, final matchup for this round. Kevin versus Alexandria. Kevin, tell me about the Oscar Mayer Company.
Well, Oscar Mayer is hiring hot doggers to drive their wiener mobile. They actually drive in a hot dog, people. As a result, this is just another degrading job for people of color to do in order to make rent. Thirsty Kev coming on strong. Good night. Thank you.
Kevin breaking hearts with perfect punchlines tonight. All right, Alexandria, this is going to be a tough one, but tell me about this kangaroo.
I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that.
Born
you can.
in a New York zoo.
This is so interesting. I'm so glad you asked. A kangaroo was born in a New York zoo with all white fur due to a rare mutation. Scientists are calling it the Kangaroo Red Scott. I'm empty past the scotch. Here we go.
Listen, here's what I'm going to say. If you want to vote for Kevin, go ahead and press 1. I don't know how you'd vote for anybody else in this round. Just focus on 1 for Kevin. That's the only one that I can think of.
Everybody's voting 2. It's
2.
1 is great. I just voted 1.
Come on.
Oh,
Yes,
check this
here we
out.
go.
Blabbermouth just voted 1. That's weird. A lot of votes for 1 this round.
Wow. Red's just upset because Donald Trump isn't president anymore. Don't
How
take that out on
dare you? I don't even know her. I don't know her.
Oh, shit. Thirsty Kev coming on strong.
Oh, yeah. Yo, Mount Whitey's got your back. No, wait.
Wow, Tony. Okay.
Thank you, Tony.
Fuck y'all.
Hey, listen. Tony's got anybody's back when somebody comes for a hairline. Tony's right there. Biggie Rule says, red jokes all day, please. Well, guess what? That was the last head-to-head matchup. We only got one more joke if we look at right. They can only go so far.
We got to write another joke? God damn it.
One more joke between you and pulled pork, Matt. All right, this one's tied, guys. Come down to it. Just like 5 seconds left. Get your votes in.
New album title. One more joke between me and pulled pork.
All right. I don't know. Is this going to break everything if this is a tie, Phil?
Yes.
One more vote. Come on, people.
Oh my God, you guys.
This isn't Premier League. All right. Boom. Alexandria. She did it. They said it couldn't be done. 52%. We got Stab Comedy rating with a party of 9. Welcome, Stab Comedy. We're just about to get into... I almost said it preemptively because I was so shocked by people joining us. But first off, we're at the end of round 2. We need to know where we stand. Phil, where do we stand?
Yeah, so Matt is probably, I guess he's really focusing on that pulled pork because he still has no points after round 2 and 1. So he's in last going in. And Kevin coming in second with 1 point with second. And then Jackie and Alex are still tied with 3.5 points each. So it's really anybody's game except Matt's going into the final round.
So I'm just going balls out on this.
Yeah.
I mean,
bring
you
it.
can somehow figure out a way to get 4 points out of this round. You're gonna pull it off.
I'm gonna do it, dude. You watch.
all right, now it's time for the last round of the game, a round we like to call
A round of shame.
round 3. It's just round 3, Phil. The final round is all we're going to call it this time. So this is a round where we are just going to go ahead and give a prompt to the comics. Each comic is going to write a response to that prompt. This time, it is going to be, let's see, what do we do for this one?
It's going to be how Vice President Kamala Harris answers the phone in the White House.
That is going to be it. So each one of the comics is going to have a chance to 2 minutes to write a prompt for that. And then we will go from lowest amount of points to most amount of points. They will have 2 minutes to do that. Starting,
You can just say Matt.
Right?
We're going to go from Matt to... All right. Oh, we're supposed to write now?
That would be a great time to write.
Yeah. The last 2 rounds would have been a great time to write.
I mean... we had time for that. We had time for that. So,
LVP.
If you haven't followed the show, if this is your first time watching, please follow us. We would appreciate that. We have shows every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific. We also have a comic poker night every Friday, also at 8 p.m. If you've already followed us, we'd appreciate the subscription. Feel free to throw us a subscription, and that'll help us keep this going forward. If you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you get one free subscription per month. I've said subscription a lot, but you can also give us that sub. And finally, if you can't do that, just tell somebody about the show. We would love to have more people watching because it's a good show, and we have a good time with that. Anything else, Phil?
Yeah, just remember we have Poker Friday with comics, which is always a fun time. And you check out all of our social information, all that on our website, blabbermouth.live. And check up for upcoming shows and all that. But it's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m.
Thank you. I'm going to call you BXBX1 for the follow and the Prime subscription. Hero.
Thank you.
Hero. Also, if you check below, we have a Discord that we have for this show. If you want to submit pictures for wrong answers only, or you want to submit joke setups, we end up using most of them for the show as they come up. So yeah, feel free to join that and hang out, be part of the community. We're starting out there.
We also have a donation button below. If you don't want to subscribe through Amazon, you don't want to give money that way. If you want to give it through PayPal, you can click the donate button downstairs, and that's like down below. Downstairs sounds like I'm talking about.
Yeah, no,
but,
very
you click the donate button.
Strange way
donate through PayPal.
Didn't like that at all. All right, so time is up, and now we have all four comics going to give their response to how VP Kamala Harris will answer the phone in the White House. Phil, what order are we going in?
Yeah, we're going to start over. Let me tally the score real quick. Yeah, still Matt 0.
God
Matt,
damn
how will
damn
VP
you.
Kamala Harris answer the phone in the White House?
VP Kamala Harris will answer the phone. He's not dead yet. What up with it? Was there supposed to be more? No.
I thought you were going to throw the catchphrase on top too, but we can.
Oh, you have to recognize. You have to. Alexandria, she intimidated me to the point of now I'm saying you have to, you must, I require recognition.
Been mandated.
All right, so Kevin, how will VP Kamala Harris answer the phone in the White House?
Probably something like this. U.S. Pedophile Department, how can I direct your call? Thirsty
Cute.
Kev coming on strong. What are we going to do with all those pedophiles? No one has even thought of that. They're still
All right, so we'll go to Jackie next. Jackie, can you let me know how VP Kamala Harris will answer the phone in the White House?
Kamala Harris, bitches, man. Am I right? And I say, could be worse, don't you know?
All right, then moving on to Alexandria, our resident comic of the week. How will VP Kamala Harris be answering the phone in the White House?
Hello? Why, yes, Oakland is in the house. I'm empty. Pass the scotch.
Hey.
All right, so now you guys get to vote in the chat to determine the winner of this game. They're going to be from left to right, as you see them on the screen there. Number 1 for Kevin, number 2 for Jackie, number 3 for Matt, or number 4 for Alexandria. Get your votes in now, and we can determine if Matt will not win this game.
The number one thing most people are wondering about, and I forget if we even said this, but this round is worth 3 points.
Yeah.
3 points. I think
Also,
you did say
there's-
that.
No, that I'm going to think about voting for you.
Matt,
Yeah.
He would still lose by half a point.
Yeah, but at least it would be fun. Everyone do it. Oh, message not sent. You are sending messages too quickly. There are
Was that
rules
in the-
against that?
There's spam bots.
Was that in the Twitch chat?
Yeah, I'm not a bot.
I mean,
You're
yeah,
a bot.
you got the 3 through.
A bot would be a way better joke writer.
Thanks, Phil.
My 3 were. I voted for you.
It absolutely did.
What the hell, Matt?
Matter.
Happy Inauguration Day, buddy.
Happy Inauguration Day. We did it. More like Egg Inauguration Day. Remember the first joke I wrote?
Yeah, that was.
My house. Weeks in December, and what it is Next.
Hey, Jackie, did you ever have you The Dork Forest?
I have not read the book The Dark.
I just and then the
Reference to a
God.
Did you know that she's W. Kamau?
It's the fucking initials, man.
It's the
And
initial.
And she's which is epic.
Wow.
Love it.
Oh, I'm so excited. Are they frozen or am I frozen? And by win the game, I mean winning the game.
Can you guys hear me at all?
Oh yeah, we
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
You sound great. It's
You sound
red.
amazing.
Oh, I
The
can
whole
hear
thing
red,
is
too.
Oh, there we go. A nice. This looks
I think we're back.
great.
No,
Are
yeah, I think it's actually working now. I mean, I'm sure everybody's. Yeah. We got internet. Listen, sometimes the internet goes away. So I guess
That's
that
so true,
is how this poll is going to end. Matt won 44.8%. Well done, Matt. Second
Yes.
place was Kevin. So that means that we get thrown
I
off
think
here
Kevin
slightly.
wins.
Well, let's see. I don't know. We got a final standings, Phil. Where do we stand finally?
So I think we've done it before, but it is very few times. We have two Blabbermouths of the night. It's Alex and Jackie with 3.5 points each.
Oh, wow.
A tie for the win.
Incredible. A win for women, a win for communism, a win for Jackie and Alexandria, and a win for Bernie Sanders. What's up, Bernie? You did it. Well done. All right. So
Finally, Bernie won. I told you Bernie would have won.
Wow.
all right. Well,
did it.
congratulations, Jackie and Alexandria. Going through it, Jackie, where can people find you and your work online?
Me and my work online begin and end at JackieCation.com. Actually, if you go to JackieCation, at JackieCation, that's what it is on Instagram and Twitter. I do a million Zoom shows all the time because I'm working on an album that will eventually either be the greatest album in the world or be two albums that are just And but if you go to JackieCation.com and sign up for my email list, it is harder to get on the damn thing than to get off. But you will get an email every week until you get bored that will tell you how to watch me do stand-up on Zoom. And it's very fun.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jackie. Alexandria, where can people find you online?
I'm going to put my socials in the chat. You can also find my website, alexandriacomedy.com. I tried to get Alexandria love, but there is a reggae sensation in Kingston who is a lot prettier than me, who already has that domain. So find me there. Thank you, guys. This was super fun. Thanks for having me this week.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show.
Why is the link deleted? Can't put a link?
I think it hides a link. Were you trying to do your website?
Yep. You got to figure it out. I believe in all of you.
All right, Kevin, where can people find you and your work online?
You can go at Kevin Camia. I don't have that thing, so if you guys can write it in, if you want, it doesn't matter. You can see how my
Kevin
name is spelled
Camia.
there.
Yeah, it's like how it's spelled under his face.
Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. And I got 2 albums out.
Yeah, check out
Want to listen to them?
Color and Kindness.
Yeah. But
All right, Matt, where can people find your work online?
You can find me on Twitter at Matt Lieb, Instagram at Matt Lieb Jokes, and my just started streaming our podcast, the Frotcast, on YouTube. So
nice.
go to YouTube, type in Frotcast, and subscribe.
Perfect. All right, that comes down to the end. All right, Phil, are we going to raid somebody?
Yeah, we're going to raid over to Retro Rocha, Jerry Rocha, who plays some classic video games comic. Very funny. You can watch him over there. So we'll send him over there once we're done.
Perfect.
Hell
all right.
yeah.
Last time, thank you again, Jackie Kashian and Alexandria Love. Congratulations on winning. Thank you to Matt Lieb, Kevin Camia. I've been Red Scott.
I'm Phil Griffiths. Thanks for watching, and make sure you check out our show Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Awkwardly wait 7 seconds for it.
Pulled pork. Pulled pork. Pulled pork. Pulled pork.
You really are the winner, buddy.
I'm so excited. This is my first time making it.